Briggs. How you doing, Karen?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Just trying to stay cool.
Great. I know it's hot out here. We are at the second annual John Coltrane Jazz Festival, and how do you feel about being here at honoring such a...
Well, John Coltrane is a magic phrase right there, because when I heard that, I thought, oh, this is going to be really special. We didn't play anything by John Coltrane, although when I did my little individual sound check, I did go through a little bit of giant steps. But it's an honor to be here, and nice to see people out, just out here. They sat through the rain and everything through our performance. That was really cool.
Right. Now, you have a brand new CD out, which I hadn't heard yet, but I'm glad to see it. What influenced the title, and what's your favorite song on there?
Okay. Tough question. The title, which is Soulchestral Groove, that is a word I made up, a kind of a brand, if you will, that has to do with orchestral soul. So I just call it Soulchestral. And there's a lot of grooving on there. It has a lot of influences from all the various genres that I've played as a musician. There's jazz, there's African music, there's that Yanni-like stuff, new age, if you will. There's R&B, there's original material, there's some covers. I covered Minnie Riperton, Freddie Hubbard, let's see, I covered another artist. I had some wonderful musicians on there as well, performing with me. Frank McComb helped arrange the title song, It's Orchestral Groove. And we played one song from that today called Scheherazade, which was originally a classical piece that I rearranged. The piece was originally by Rimsky-Korsakov, and I rearranged it and put a groove to that as well.
Genres, I mean, the different people you play with, your talent, is that because of the classical training from the beginning, or what?
Well, I wanted to say that, but honestly, most of my colleagues who play violin, I didn't have the same kind of upbringing as a musician and learning that they did. My background in music was my culture. It was gospel, it was jazz, it was blues, it was salsa, it was, it was all this other music. And then when I picked up violin, yes, I had a very amazing teacher who also did not keep us in one genre of music. We didn't just cover classical music. When she recruited for new students, she played music by Barry White, by the Spinners, Duke Ellington, as well as Mozart and Beethoven and the other classical composers as well. So I had a nice eclectic mixture of things that I could lend to my vocabulary as a musician.
You said when you picked up the violin, so did you start on something else?
No, I started in junior high school, and it was a completely freak accident kind of thing. The only reason I ended up in orchestra is because I wanted to take home economics, and my mother said no. So I took orchestra instead, thinking I would play good enough to catch the trip they were taking the following year to New York, because this was in Virginia. And my sister, my eldest sister, who is here today, at that time lived in New York, and I hadn't seen her, and I said, well, okay, I'll play good enough to make the trip. I had no idea I was going to be playing for 39 years now.
So you made that trip, and then you're in Japan and China with Yanni. I mean, how great has it been just traveling all over the world like that?
That is the best classroom that one could come up with, to see other people all over the world, have the camaraderie with other musicians from other places. And it's a language, because in this country oftentimes we don't learn different languages, but music speaks to everybody. There's never been a place I've been to where I couldn't connect with people on the music.
That's awesome. Well, I just love your talent and what you do with the music. And has there been some young people that have come up to you and are inspired to play the violin? Did you notice it all, or?
Well, frequently, I should say, I get letters and I get writings from people on Facebook, and they tell me that either themselves or their children picked up violin because of me. I'm always completely blown away when I read something like that, because you never really know who's listening. You're kind of in your own vacuum, if you will, so you don't really know who's hearing you, who sees you beyond what you see. So when people write you and tell you things like that, it's very, very cool. Sometimes it makes me cry when I see it. Catch me the wrong day.
I understand that. Well, Karen, I thank you for your time. Is there any last thought you want to leave with us at all?
I guess I would encourage, and I know it's cliche, but it's real, for people to follow their dreams. Do what you love. I've been at this for 39 years. I didn't know I was going to do this. My parents didn't push me into it, but I tended to love it. It's something you have to love if you're going to be a musician. Not saying everybody should be that plays an instrument, but I did, and I love it, and I'm glad I followed my heart about it.
All right, thank you so much, Karen.
All right, thank you.